Let's see if I am on live. Hello, beautiful people. All right, so this is actually probably our fourth attempt today to really put this live out. And right now it is 10:30 p.m. here in eastern side of the USA. And my goodness, one thing for sure, especially for beings who are looking to put out their energy and share resource and share themselves, sometime you will come into, little blockages, but continue to push forward because you know that it is best for you to show up, so that others are able to receive and you are able to receive more. Just continue to pour, keep going. Don't let nothing stop you. And yeah, so right now, let's hop into tonight's subject. Again, this is going to be our first time doing this form of live where I am able to use a certain software so that I can present to you what the teachings that I am being aligned to, as I go into a deeper journey of well-being and really exuding this beautiful nature that God has provided me with. So before we get started, I do want to introduce myself. Hello, beautiful, beautiful souls, my beautiful YoniGateKeepers. I am Angeline, known as the YoniGateKeeper. And today, if you've never been to any of my lives, and I bet you're wondering, like, why does she has this mirror near her? Well, I want you to know that I utilize this mirror as a tool. So I really do believe in having both of our personality and design present so that what we are saying is exalted in true integrity as we take forward into our quantum leap. So let's get started, and I'm so grateful that you are here with me and present. But tonight we are going to be speaking about tapping into our feminine vitality through the electric force. Again, the electric nerve force. So what is this about? So we're going to be talking about how understanding our feminine nerve force. Okay, this will be led by me, and I'm so grateful, which is the YoniGateKeeper, and I'm just so grateful that you guys are here with me. Let me just make sure before I continue forward that everything is in tune, because again, this is like our fourth time, but I'm not giving up because I know that I'm supposed to be here, and I know that being here is going to ignite something so profound within me and within you as well. So let me just make sure before we get started that everything is in tune and that I am being heard correctly. Let's make sure. And this is for everybody who is ever looking to get into presenting themselves in a live manner, either virtually or in person. Sometimes, behind the scene, sometimes it can get, but once you get into the groove of things, everything shall flow with ease, okay? With ease and purpose. So, let's begin. Let's begin. All right. So, understanding your feminine force. So, your age does not define your health. No. It really does not. Okay, so today we're going to gather to reawaken this sacred energy that lies within every woman. Okay, and that energy science is called nerve force. This isn't just health. This is a electric fire that is within our vitality as women, our presence, our feminine magnetism, right? So understanding your nerve force means that your age does not define your health, okay? But your habits do. So as you can see in this beautiful visuals, as a 25-year-old, you see in the middle of them, there is a woman that is, from eye point, she's younger, but she's not as vital as the women that are beside her that are in their 60s to 70. So a 25-year-old can feel ancient while a 70-year-old can radiate youth. You want to know what the spark is for them? What's the difference? The difference is that these women that are vital, you see them, they're vibrant. they have a nerve force that is activated in them. This inner fire that determines how alive, relaxed, and powerful they feel. This is where we as women want to make sure that our energy is not in stagnation. Because stagnation is just death. And I know we don't want to be, we want to be alive in this life, right? So, how do we get to those levels of where we are able to exude that feminine well-being, like really live life, really feel life for what it is, really indulge in the pleasure of life? Like, how the heck can we get there? I believe there is 5 levels. There is 5 layers to get there. So we're going to talk about the first level, right? Now, this is the key awareness. These are the 5 key awareness of your well-being as a woman, right? Now, level 1 is fatigue. That's the lowest level. That's where I'm going to start. I'm not even going to start to talk because so you know, the lowest level is fatigue, dis-ease, and no glow. So usually when you are in this level, this is more of a sense where a woman may just be in survival mode, you know? And when you are aware that you're in this level and you are aware that you are in survival mode, that is the first step, to be honest, for you to be able to go into the other levels. It's just to have that awareness, like, dang, I think I might just be in some survival mode right now. Something is happening and I don't like it. And just having that acknowledgement of self is going to be that key. The second level when you're going up is chronic condition. Those are the symptoms you're going to feel in that aspect of where you are at in the well-being element. So you may have chronic conditions where your body is feeling tired, okay? Where your spirit feels stuck. Now, when you're feeling this way, this looks like you may be in a job and you're feeling that sense of stuckness, and now you're just feeling like extreme tiredness. Every time you pull up to work, even before you clock in, you're just tired. Maybe you're in a relationship and you're not feeling that sense of pleasure, and then you're just feeling so emotionally tired and drained, and your spirit doesn't know what to do. It just feels like you're stuck. Maybe it could be a lot of things, but just think about it. Like, are you in this level or not? But knowing and really understanding where you are at right now, you will be able to really tap into the other realms, right? So then we go up to level 3. Level 3 is more like a neutral point. Now, this is where you at the crossword, honey. So this is where most people are at, right? So this is where that energy wavers. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, right? But usually these type of people that are in that neutral point, they're usually dual, you know? They're in the gray area. And I've always told my partner, like, listen, I don't believe in the gray area. It's either hot or cold. It's either yin or yang, honey. It's either we're in the spiral, which is the circle of life, or you're nothing. You're just, you know? So usually you'll find people that are like cold. They're like standoffish. They're like the NPC of life. They're just people that just observe. The people that just don't do nothing. They don't interact with life. They don't participate. They're just there, you know? Then you have level 4. Now, level 4 in well-being is more like good health, right? Good health is when you're glowing, baby. You're flowing. You're feeling steady about everything. Like, I remember coming into South Florida, and I was in that supreme health. And the only reason why I know these levels is because I know where I started from. And for a fact, I started in around level 2, okay? Before coming out to South Florida. But because God had placed me in a state of isolation where I had to have the authority to tap into self on a deeper realm, I was given the opportunity to bring myself to other levels of well-being while God was clearing my channels. And while you're going through these new processes of self, while you're letting go and cleaning yourself and eating differently and intaking new energies and bringing your focus to where you're supposed to be, where your design is to be, that's when you are going to be able to feel like the true sense of aliveness as a woman. So I can say that, yes, when I got here to South Florida, the glow was, everybody was shocked, like it was amazing. So that next level, the reason why I know, because that next level is level 5. This is where you are superwoman, right? This is where your hair shines. So my real hair is like jet black, beautiful, just that Afro Haitian hair, and your eyes are sparkling and your voice commands attention, right? This is when your presence is unforgettable. So I know this for a fact that a lot of women, as I came here, a lot of women, I was running into women that were in my same caliber. But you can also feel the difference when you are on level 5 and when you meet somebody that may be on level 1 or 2 of health, right? And you can feel the difference even in yourself, how people respond to you on each level of your well-being. So today I just want to make sure that I share this with you, because like this was knowledge of me taking practice into self. Like, in order to even get into the luxury of well-being, you really got to take them L's where you got to like go deep down. It ain't cute. It's like healing sometimes is ugly. It ain't just like looking all pretty. It's actually a real deep process. And I want to give women the opportunity to take the time to reflect with me, because like I believe that right now I'm in this time where I have to elevate. I have to step it up a notch because of life circumstances. It's here to remind us that we are to be in our true designs, right? So with that being said, I want to share with you the 6 formulas to boost your feminine nerve force, right? This is where your new rituals of self will take place. All right. This is what helped me in the past, and this is what's going to help me in my now. And I want to be honest with you. If this is your first time going through your healing journey, it may take some time. It really may take some time. Like, I had to go through so many alternative path where I was raw vegan for once, I was raw vegan for almost 2 years, but it was, and it was more than enough for me. I did 10-day dry fasts. I did so much to make sure that I could clear myself out and be able to receive the true channeling of self, right? But then if you are already on this path of well-being and you are looking to boost yourself, I believe you can take a quantum leap that you will surprise yourself in the next 6 months, right? Even probably less than that. But it does take attention, and it takes true focus. Like, you need to know what direction, and you have to acknowledge where you are right now. So these are going to be your new rituals. These are the 6 formulas that you are going to need. So to be honest, like I was saying, moderation is what's going to be key. So in everything, such as work, pleasure, food, and even rest, moderation is what's going to allow things to seep in as you recode or add new coding into your new atmosphere, into your new template, right? Because sometimes we may get to a point where our template, which is our body, can become glitched, can become distorted, can become so much that it was, you know what I mean? And it's not really moving in the direction that it was designed to as you continue to move forward in these timelines, right? So with moderation, you are able to truly concentrate what you are looking to put in yourself, right? So that may look like step number 2. The other formula is nutrition. So super nutrition is eating to nourish your soul and cell. So for me, I believe that because I did so much work that nothing was going to touch me no more. Not a damn thing. But I've learned that life will continue to reflect back to you to see if you really mastered who you are designed to be. If you really learned the lessons, the studies that was given to you. And right now I am in this state where I had to go back to school. And I am in it right now. I am relearning what had gotten me to my God self, what has reminded me of who I am as a being, as a feminine woman, right? So nourishing your body, finding out what works for you. I'm not going to tell everybody to be vegan. That's going to work for me. That's what helps my well-being. But I would say that truly study yourself and see what helps your energy, what helps your cycle, what helps your you know what I'm saying? Like, really find that out, because that's what worked for me. Me being raw vegan, me taking fruits, me going outside, The third thing is having correct posture, like standing erect where your energy flow is really going through your body, and that is what's going to cause to protect your aura. In the past couple of months, I've noticed that my body has shifted in ways that I'm just like, oh Lord, no. let me try to vote this way, right? So understanding that having that proper posture will help to, like, your abdominal would have strength. Right now, I'm so grateful because I don't have a chair that is held in my back. So I have this chair that's making my body have integrity at this moment, because I've noticed that my abdominal is looking to get stronger. That's how I'm going to use my conscious language. I see that I am in a state where my abdominal is asking for me to upgrade it. Okay, my abdominal health, well-being, everything. I need to upgrade it so that I can continue to have the proper protection over my aura field and stand in great erection so that I am able to, be well. Because if you're slouching, if you're like this, you look like the life can come and beat your ass right now. But if you're standing firm where the energy is able to go up and down, honey, I promise you, the energy will continue to strengthen itself in your body. So as I'm sharing this with you, understand that I am also putting myself in this program. I am going to be in the state of study again. I have to really live that true example of well-being that I know that I am, right? So number 4 on this step would be daily movement. Oh my God. Now, I know a lot of us may be homebodies. A lot of us may be homebodies, but movement is key, y'all. Especially as women, we need to move that energy, because as you continue to advance in your, I don't like to say age, but as you continue to advance in yourself, you want to make sure that when you're not moving in stiffness. You want to make sure that you're still able to move, because sensuality is going to be one of the key factors of who we are as vital women, okay? And if you're not able to move, I don't know if sensuality is part of your design, So finding that source of movement right now, thank God, I have some amazing friends that has invited me out to their form of, movement. I have a beautiful friend named Phoenix. She does movement and flow with us in downtown Fort Lauderdale. I also been going to a Afro-Brazilian class that has been really cultivating my perspective of self and my feminine nature. It really helped me to see, damn, there are some things that I have to really, really dive into so that I can really stand in the truth of what I am, And so I'm so grateful, because Jadi is the one who is teaching us the true heritage of the Afro-Brazilian dance, and just the sexuality, the sensuality, and the beauty of it is just everything to me. And then we go on to number 5. So number 5 is going to be about rest and sleep. And we live in this society right now where, we can sleep, but we got our phones, we got everything, and not truly going to sleep at the time where we need to truly go to sleep. So rest and sleep is going to be a sacred reset for you, especially if you are seeing yourself in level 1 or 2 of the layers of what well-being is, okay? Then we have number 6, which is going to be within our ritual. It's mental and emotional poise. So this is where our feminine power is. This is where inner calmness will be taking place. And y'all, honestly, I can see why I went from level 5. Now I feel like I'm at level 2, almost 1.5 in this moment, right? And because I'm very raw, I'm very honest, I'm a very upfront. So what you're going to get from me is that. So I don't just come and like speak as if I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm speaking from true authority. So from what I'm seeing, especially with mental and emotional poise, like I can see how emotional turmoil and distress can literally take you to level 1 just like that. And I feel that if you don't really get to know yourself, you will react to things, people, places, and things. And the best thing that you can do is really understand why things are occurring and why your emotion is feeling what it's feeling. Me, I had to continue to learn that I am a projector. I'm also a empath. So I am taking in so much energy. And as I'm taking this energy in, sometimes I tend to think that it's my energy. Sometimes I think that if I feel some form of depression, I'd be like, oh, I'm feeling it. But sometimes it could be the environment that I'm in. You know, sometimes it could be the person or people that I may be surrounding myself with. And so I have to really take the time to acknowledge what's going on and what am I receiving, but also comprehending how to release it or transmute it immediately without it affecting or having domino effect. And for me, as I learn myself in partnerships, relationships, and just overall connection, I see that I went through a cycle this past couple months where I was in strong emotional distress, and I see how my body has responded extremely, but I also now see that a lot of this has nothing to do with me. And because of that, I was able to release more, but I'm also still going through the waves where I have to like continue to release so that I'm able to have emotional clarity. So I'm not saying don't have emotional outbursts. I'm saying to if you're going to go through those waves, please make sure it is purposeful. All right? Please make sure those waves are there for you to have clarity of what you're deciding to do next. Okay? All right. So now let's talk about the glow. Once you hit, look at it, y'all like that? Once you hit level 5, like this is when your feminine nerve force begins to flow. And I can truly say when I came out here, when I first moved out here doing 2019, y'all, I came here ready to take over South Florida. I have this glow on me. And I want women to continue to feel that glow. Like, I want to share that with others. I want to believe that we all desire to be that in our own way. You get what I'm saying? So I want to share what is that profile of what that feminine glow would be. Right? That would be a woman where her skin is glowing. Like, I would go out and people would be like, dang, you're like gold, you know? And I love that feeling because I bet that's how the sun feels. Every time the sun comes out, we're like, oh, I love the sun. Oh, I love how warm I feel. You know, it just gives us that sensation of warmth and safety. And that's where we want to be. Okay? That's where we got to be. Then your voice deepens. You become more richer in how you speak. You become more seductive. You know, you become more alluring of how you even share your information and share who you are. You also are going to see that you attract and not chase. And as you can see from the patterns of me coming in here, I was attracting so much beauty. Like, even as I opened my Yoni spot in downtown Fort Lauderdale, I was attracting celebrities. Everybody was coming into my spot, and I was able to just give them and share that feminine energy and reflect it back to them. And they were able to do the same for me. And I thought that was what was so beautiful, because I didn't have to, as I came into this new city, I didn't know nobody. You know, I didn't know anybody here. And because of the level of well-being I was in, it was easy for me to just attract good friendship, attract community. And that is, as a woman, that is something that is ideal. And I'm not trying to tell people to go attract like 30 friends. Sometimes all you need is like 5 good friends, maybe 4, 3 good friends that you know that are going to be here for you, right? But as long as you are attracting it, you know you are in the right place and not chasing for it. Even men. Coming here, there was no sense of chasing men. It was when I got into level 2 and 1 is when I started seeing that I was chasing brothers, or I was just trying to make myself known and seen by them. It was just so weird. It was just so unnatural. So I want us to really be the flower that we are, because if you go into a garden right now and you see these most beautiful flowers, the most sexy, exotic flowers, you don't see flowers chasing nothing. You just see them posing. You see them and then everybody's like, ooh, I want that one. And they come and pick it, you know? That's what we are, okay? We are flowers. We are living flowers. And because we are living flowers, we have nectar and honey on us. And we shall attract the bees that are for our lifestyle, okay? And the other thing is that you're going to see as you continue to elevate yourself in the level of well-being, you're going to see that you are going to be ready to conquer things. You're going to rise early to conquer your divine mission. That's when you're going to see the clarity of who you are. And because you can truly see it with true clarity, because your channels are clear, because you feel fucking good, you are going to be able to truly like go into your day with knowing that you are in the right direction. And that's the key. A lot of us wants to know, like, what am I here for? What am I here to achieve? What am I here to be? Who am I here to be? And how am I to what is my symbol here to be for the world around me, right? How am I going to flourish the world around me, right? And once you understand who you are and your environment, you're not ever going to feel out of place. You're going to feel like you were invited into this atmosphere. Okay? So, I trust that you guys love what I'm doing tonight, because again, this is something so different that we're doing, and I'm loving it. I love everything about this tonight, and I want to say thank you to my partner for helping me to even get this involved, getting this done tonight. So, my beautiful, beautiful Yoni Gatekeepers, I just want you to know that super health is not fantasy. I can tell you from my own journey, I've touched super health, and I'm continually even going to get higher than super health, okay? Pristine health, pristine well-being. It is our birthright. We came into this world with well-being. It is our birthright. It's not just a disease prevention, okay? It's about stepping into your role as creators, nurturers, and leaders. So we should continue to not just heal, but truly ignite that fire that is in us, that liveliness. I want to feel more alive. Y'all, when I was on level 1 and I never knew about well-being, I didn't know that I can feel so much more once I got into level 5. When I got into level 5, I was able to feel things. I wasn't numb anymore. Like when I was in relationship with men, I was not numb. I can feel. Like it was just it was like, whoa, I can smell deeper. I can see stronger. I can hear things more. Like it makes you feel like, wow, I'm actually a participant in this lively life, right? So this is what I want to share with you. Really tap into the level, see what level you are at, and ask yourself, what level can I get to in the next 6 months? What's my realistic level? And really focus on that. And if you need to get people in your environment in the same alignment, if you feel like you have to communicate that, communicate it, but also this is your responsibility. Don't just depend on others to help you, but really take your own responsibility of your own well-being. Okay? Because I know, like, women like us who are lover girls, who are nurturers, we tend to like over give and over nurture others and over share our well-being to the next, and then we are left depleted because we think that sometime we would want something to reflect that back to us. But we must understand that because we are the source, and being the source is having that responsibility, and knowing your responsibility of self, right? And knowing that it is you who has to continue to pour into self and bring your energy back to self, okay? So I want to say thank you all. Thank you all for your presence tonight. I thank you for allowing me to just being here with me and giving me that space to share what the importance of being in our feminine element, of our nerve force, and how we can really, level up into the next force so that we can truly feel that fire, that electric force in our body, okay? So y'all, I want to say thank you because this message, I already know this message was for everyone. I already know it was for all of my goddesses that's looking to elevate, especially all of my healers that is looking to elevate themselves, right? So thank you guys. I want to say, I want to invite y'all out because your girl has been creating. Again, when you're not feeling well, and when you are feeling well, the best thing that you can do that's going to heal you, that is going to take you to the next level, that's going to give you a whole different perspective, is to continue to show up for yourself, to continue to create. Dive deep into your creative endeavors, dive deep into your studies, share your studies, because that's how you learn. You truly learn when you become a teacher. And really dive into what it is to be a teacher of well-being. So if this message stirred something in you, if you're ready to not just learn but embody this radiant version of yourself, then I do warmly invite you into my Patreon membership program. Y'all, I have some fun things because, like I said, I have some exercises that I felt like I'm ready to share what's in my vault. And inside, I know you'll gain access to a sacred library of solution-based exercises, wellness tools, and embodiment rituals, like the correct posture practice, which will be available in 2 weeks. That is going to design to instantly elevate your energy and align your body, okay? So this is more than a membership. This is more like a movement. This is something that is a sanctuary for our feminine healing, power, and transformation. So do join me as we bring elevation to who we are as women, and we tap into that flow, okay? So if you feel like this is your calling, please step up, okay? And also, you guys know that our Yoni Spa has reopened, and I'm so excited because now we are in a much grander location. And as your Yoni Gatekeeper, I am more than happy to invite you to our Power V Steam luxury service, where we will be offering full on just service of well-being. I'm so excited because, like, y'all know I'm good at what I do. If you really know me, you know that I'm really, really good at what I do, right? So because of that, I want y'all to really tap into what I have to offer, because like it's going to be a good time. Like when you think about Power V Steam, like I just look forward to sharing all of the feedbacks that we recorded in the past 2 years, all of the amazing people, even the celebrities that came by into my Yoni Spa and has gotten service by me, the beautiful women that I helped to with fertility. Like I just look forward to really being back in service. And so what we're offering here in Broward County, I believe that it's going to align with a lot of women. We do have a luxury retreat service that is in store too. So that means that you can stay with us for a day or two we have a condo for you that you'll be staying in, where you'll get a full-on service of a V-Steam retreat, okay? So definitely look into our page at powervsteam.com and just enjoy yourself. Enjoy what I have to offer, because why not? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for tuning in, and I trust that I shall see you soon. I will be traveling this weekend to our beautiful a new state. I will tell you when I come back where I went to, but when I come back, I'm so excited to really share what we have in store, and I trust that you enjoy tonight. And do leave comments if you feel like this resonate with you, or if you feel like this has helped you to really look at well-being in a more systematic way, so that you know what direction you are going in and what level you may be on. And yeah, with that being said, guys, I thank you for tuning in. Again, I am Angeline, your YoniGateKeeper. Be well. Oh yeah, before I go, season 2 of Yoni Roll TV will be coming.